Anytime an individual, as we spoke of just before, feels loss, it's talking about physical, monetary loss, but of course it's any type of darkness, any type of challenge that a person experiences. And this brings the individual to worry and to depression. And because of that, he feels he needs other people to, in the case of financial difficulties, he needs people to lend him money because he's in a difficult state. You have to understand what's the spiritual reason behind that sense of lack or loss. It's only because the individual is under the effects of time. We know, as Rav Ashlag tells us, in the true spiritual state, there is no time. What is the purpose of all of our spiritual work? Which we know right now within this physical world, we are under the control of time and space. The spiritual work is to get to a state where we, even though we are still within the realm of time and space, we connect to the realm, the light of the Creator, the endless light, which is above time and space. What happened from the moment of creation, from the moment of the creation of the world? Time and space came into being. In the true spiritual state, there is no time and space. What's the purpose of all of our spiritual work? To stop being controlled by time and space. So how do you stop being controlled by time and space? It's relatively simple. Most of us know, and this is the truth, that if Chas v'Shalom a person goes through a very difficult time, something happens, something very negative. Almost always, okay, except in some instances, but for the most part, probably 99% of the things that upset or challenge the individual, the pain that the individual feels on the first day is not what he feels on the second day. And what he feels on the second day is not what he feels on the third day. And a year from then, and 5 years from then, 10 years from then, he won't even remember that thing that 10 years ago he thought was the greatest darkness he'd ever experienced. So what causes pain? Time. If a person, there was no difference between now and 10 years from now or 50 years from now, then you wouldn't feel pain. But you're still under the control of time. Time, by the way, is related to the desire to receive for the self. So philosophically, it's good to know, I don't want to be controlled by time. But you know what? As long as you're controlled by your desire to receive for the self alone, you're going to be controlled by time. So it's not enough to know this, that the only thing that causes us pain is being still constricted by time and space. You have to know what constricts you within time and space. The fact that you're still connected to your desire to receive for the self alone. Because the desire to receive for the self alone was created in the time of the creation of our world. Darkness was created in the time of the creation of our world. So time and the desire to receive for the self alone are intertwined. If a person removes himself, to the degree that an individual removes him or herself from the control of his or her desire to receive for the self alone, then he's also able to remove himself from the control of time and from the pain that necessarily comes with time. So the spiritual work is to elevate the world within which we reside, ourselves, outside of the realm of time, to connect it to the realm that was before, that is above time, not even before time, but above time, the realm of what's called the endless world. Rav Ashlag says, Ein zman tnu'a u'makom, there is no time in that state. But the only way to get there, to the degree that the individual completely removes from him or herself a connection to the desire to receive himself alone. Because there's an exact correlation between the control of time and space on the individual and the amount of pain that he or she will experience. But then we understand again, as we said, that the way to diminish pain and ultimately completely remove it is by diminishing the control of time. And the way to diminish the control of time is by the individual diminishing the control of the desire to receive for the self alone. Number one. Of course, related to that, time also damages certainty. Time damages certainty. Because in truth, the light of the Creator, mashpia shif'o hatov tamid b'li hefsek. The light of the Creator is constantly flowing down light and blessings in this moment. So a person in this moment is feeling pain, darkness, lack, But in that same moment, the endless light of the Creator is showering him or her with all of light, with the totality of light. So why isn't he experiencing it? רק שהשפע בא לזה העולם מוכרחת להתלבש בבחינת מקום וזמן. But because the individual is still residing under the realm of time, therefore even though the Creator has sent down everything this person needs to remove all pain and all darkness and all challenges, the individual who's still under the control of time has to wait for it to trickle down, because he or she is saying, I still live within the realm of time, and therefore any blessings, even though in the endless world they're sent down immediately, the individual has to take the time. It will take time for the individual to feel it, to experience it. על כן, אין השפע והפרנסה נמשכת כי במקום וזמן ידוע, כנראה בחוש. And therefore, unfortunately, for most people, they experience, most of the world, 99.9% of the world, they experience their blessings over time. It takes time. You gotta, even in business, you have to build a business. Even in spiritual work, it takes time. Everything takes time. But that's not the true state. Time is part of the darkness of this world. ומחמת זה עיקר דאגה, מחמת שלפעמים יתעכב השפע, מסיבת הזמן והמקום. Most worries and most doubts and most pain and most darkness comes from the fact that the individual is still under the control of time. So two things. Time is the cause of pain. Time is intertwined with the desire to receive for the self alone. Time is intertwined with lack of certainty. So to the degree that an individual is still enveloped by his or her desire to receive for the self alone and not doing everything that they can to get rid of their desire, their selfish desire to receive for the self alone, they stay under the control of time, which necessarily means under the control of lack and under the control of pain. Lack of certainty also keeps the individual within the realm of time. בכל מה שדואג ביותר ומתייגע ביותר, and the more a person worries, אזי נאחז ונתקשר ביותר בבחינת זמן ומקום. Then he ties himself more to time, because what does worry mean? Oh, what if this is going to happen and that's going to happen and that's going to happen? What's all that? That's time. So the more a person lacks certainty, the more a person worries, he actually binds himself even more strongly to time. The more strongly a person is bound to time, the more darkness he or she experiences. ונתרחק ביותר מבחינת שורש השפע, שנמשכת מבחינת למעלה מהזמן והמקום. When you understand that all light and all blessings come from the realm that is not connected to time, and that you have a choice to make, and this is really the purpose of the spiritual work, to leave the realm of time. Time means lack, time means worry. So there's three things you have to do in order to leave the realm of time and enter the realm that where there is no time, there's no space. One, understand that every action of desire to receive for the self alone, every selfish action, brings you further, because it's not just that you're either in time or not time. How far deep do you want to be in the darkness of time? Every action of desire to receive for the self alone, every selfish action, puts you further into the darkness of time. Every time you lack certainty, you bring yourself closer, deeper into the realm of time. Anytime you worry, you bring yourself further into the darkness of time. Because again, all those thoughts of worry, of lack of certainty have to do with time. So the only way to accomplish our spiritual work, and our spiritual work isn't to bring blessings into the realm of time, but rather to elevate ourselves outside the realm of time and space and be connected to the blessings that already exist. Again, because the light of the Creator showered everything, that any lack that you have and any worry that you have and anything that you're feeling, everything is taken care of already. Of course, you can't feel it yet, because as long as you're connected to the realm of time, it's going to take a day or a week or a month or 10 years until it slowly trickles into your space of time. But the spiritual work is to get out of the realm of time, and to connect to the blessings and clarity and light that already exists. Three ways to do that. One, understand that every action of selfishness and desire to receive for the self alone brings you further in and further away, therefore, from the light that you want. Every lack of certainty brings you further into the realm of time and further away from the blessings that already exist for you. And third, the more you worry, the more you go into those da'agot, into those worries, the more you're entrenching yourself further and further, deeper and deeper into the realm of time, making it more and more difficult for the light and the blessings to actually come to you. Very important. אזי נאחז ונתקשר ביותר בבחינת זמן ומקום, ונתרחק ביותר מבחינת שורש, שנמשכת מבחינת למעלה מהזמן והמקום. Every time an individual worries, any time an individual, the more a person worries, the more he deepens himself into the hole of time, further away from the realm where the blessings already exist, where the light is already revealed.